missions and ships. Gender integration in the military was prefaced by training about the rules and regulations for what not to do and setting clear expectations for good order and discipline. Glaringly missing was any training or education on cross-gender relationships in the workplace. There was an assumption that the traditional workplace would remain the same, despite shifting social and cultural gender norms, and that women would adapt to the workplace. Fast forward to 2006, when I began my doctoral graduate work in sociology. There were two key takeaways during my graduate work that shaped my perspective. First, I began to understand how systemic inequalities such as sexism and racism are perpetuated by social and cultural processes within social institutions, work, and family. For me, that meant that in order to understand how to begin eliminating gender inequities, I needed to study women's and men's experiences together at home and work. Dual career couples were the perfect place to start, and my original research on dual military couples continues to inform my research. Second, my mentor and dissertation advisor, Maddie Siegel, helped me to better understand my own role in perpetuating inequities. At that time, the term ally was unfamiliar to me, but looking back, I would have considered myself an ally and certainly part of the solution, not the problem. She challenged me and opened my eyes to various ways that I was unknowingly reinforcing the system that creates gender inequities. I still remember thinking, what, me? How is that possible? The wonderful thing about grad school is that you have time to really reflect, which I desperately needed to do. Our dissertation research meetings served a dual purpose of mentoring me through the dissertation process and mentoring me as a person. While I'm proud of the research, I think I learned just as much about how to be a better ally, for which I am grateful. Brad Johnson. 3 salient themes emerged as I reflected on the journey to writing this book, and, I hope, becoming a better ally for women in the process. First, any ally chops I might have originated with my father. My dad was a full-on partner at home. Most nights, he made dinner, did the dishes, folded laundry, and helped with homework. He championed my mother's career at every turn and prioritized family time. My father could also be fierce when it came to confronting injustice. I carry vivid memories of Dad calling out men who belittled or harassed women. Dad was a big guy, and if size is privilege, he used his to shut down a lot of misogynist nonsense. I have no doubt that my dad's modeling made it easier for me to step comfortably into collaborative relationships with women while keeping my antennae tuned for evidence of inequity. Second, my relationship with my only sibling, my younger sister, Shannon, has been essential in building my empathy for the experience of women at work. Shannon and I are both clinical psychologists, and we both entered the Navy following graduate school to serve as officers and clinicians. One thing has become crystal clear over the years. As a woman, Shannon's experiences in the workplace have been markedly different from my own. Despite the fact that Shannon and I have rather similar approaches to relationships, leadership, and emotional presentation, she is often told that she should smile more. She has been dinged on evaluations for not being emotionally available, and when she has given men under her command clear, constructive performance feedback, she has been told she is emasculating. She has even been made to feel bad for running too fast and outshining junior men on physical fitness tests. Needless to say, I have not encountered similar obstacles. Watching my remarkable sister weather these gendered headwinds at work has sharpened my attention to the challenges women confront daily in the male-centric workplace. Finally, my nearly 30-year journey as a researcher and writer on the topic of mentoring relationships in the workplace has afforded me the opportunity to become immersed in the research evidence bearing on the many ways gender influences access to quality mentoring. Women are less likely to find mentors, and when they do, the quality of the relationship and the career benefits accruing to them don't measure up to the mentorships men experience. There are several reasons for this, but chief among them is men's reluctance to wholeheartedly engage.